So now there's still the issue of sandbagging and cleaning up all of the damage that has been made. Glad you could join us. I'm Nicole Karkic. Heading into the weekend, there is going to be the risk of thunderstorms in southern Manitoba, including Winnipeg, areas like Brandon, and through the Inner Lake region as well. There will be about a 40 to 30% chance of that as this trough swings through. So a little bit more rain. We could have a chance of seeing those heavy downpours. Very short-lived. They race through the area, and by Sunday we're looking at still some cloud cover, but not as volatile out there for you in Manitoba. There's the risk zone. Isolated severe in southern Manitoba for Saturday, and for Saskatchewan, Yorkton, even Estevan could be in the risk for isolated non-severe thunderstorms too. Brandon, look at your 7-day forecast. Clears out, stays dry, even cools down for Monday with a high of 18. Coming up, we'll count down the top 5 facts about Canada. Some interesting, surprising facts from Chris St. Clair there in our top 5 list. As we look at our current systems, you can see there is going to be a front pushing through parts of the prairie provinces as we head into this weekend. As for Alberta, though, high pressure in place. If you're headed to the Stampede this weekend, every time the Stampede is in town, so lots to see and do. Overnight, we are going to see some mild air in place. Today, Calgary, you've got up to 22 degrees. As we head into your Saturday afternoon, really warm into the interior as well. Places like Osoyoos and Lytton will be above the 30-degree mark, not just into the weekend, but as we head into next week too, and it stays dry. Saturday morning in Calgary will be 16 degrees. As we take a look at your Saturday afternoon, Calgary 27, Brooks will be 30, Coronation 28, and Drumheller 30. Now, the downside to the dry weather that we have seen in the west is, of course, the wildfires in parts of BC as well as Alberta. So we definitely do want some rain in that long-range forecast. And speaking of that, the long ranger is coming up as well. And science behind the weather will there is going to be a risk of seeing some thunderstorms. 40% chance in Winnipeg, 60% chance in Brandon, isolated severe closer to the border, and then it pushes over into northwestern Ontario as the weekend goes on. We'll also see the risk in through the prairie provinces as well towards Saskatchewan. So definitely a little bit of activity for Saturday, and it's courtesy of a trough that is going to head into the area. There's that dotted line by Saturday afternoon. It does clear out, and a much better day on tap for Sunday in Manitoba. Now, speaking of Manitoba, we hear right now from the Canadian Armed Forces about how the floods have been handled this year. And so far, the flooding could cost the province about $200 million in damages. So a look ahead again, there's that rain in southern Manitoba for Saturday. By Sunday, it is starting to clear out. And then into Monday, we've got that high pressure pushing into place. So a better week ahead. For Brandon, Saturday's that risk for thunderstorms. But then look at that. By Sunday, we're going to be 19 degrees. By Monday, 18. It's definitely starting to live up to its name. Tornado Tuesdays coming up. Thanks, Kim. Now we'll head to Kelowna, BC, where today the daytime high reached 34 degrees. Tomorrow will be 35, so I imagine people will be suntanning once again and doing exactly this because it is going to be very warm and nice. Now, there is an air quality statement in place for Prince George, courtesy of the fires that we're seeing in the province of British Columbia. Western Canada, including BC, Alberta, and the Northwest Territories, are dealing with dry weather, so that is not helping the wildfire situation at all. For Saturday in BC, for Vancouver, it'll be 27, Abbotsford 29, Whistler will be 32, and Victoria 25. Now, if you want to get outside, enjoy the patios, this is the weekend to do it. For Calgary, we're rising up to about 30 degrees tomorrow. For areas in the interior like Lytton, BC, it's going to be 39 degrees tomorrow, as well as the next day and the next day. So heading into a very dry trend. Of course, it's the interior, so we expect that. We will see some scattered pop-up thunderstorms Monday night and Tuesday night through southern sections of Alberta, typically close to the foothills. And this is Kelowna for the next couple of days. Coming up, great list. All right, here's what's happening at the top of the hour.
The week started off with a bang. Intense thunderstorms that rolled through the GTA, accompanied by a lot of lightning. And then came the floods, last year's floods. We took a look back at the flooding of July 2013, where Pearson recorded 126 millimeters of rain. Kevin showed off his athletic skills. He talked to Dr. Doug Gillum about next week's forecast. He used a word that I probably wouldn't use.
Well, it does look like a fall weather pattern for the middle of next week.
And make sure you join us again next week. We'll have your full traffic and forecast updates.